Hi guys, Tuva here. This week I'm doing a video on Nott, a lesser goddess but one that's very, very important. She is the goddess of darkness, the goddess of night, the goddess of sleep and dreams. She is also very important for giving us respite at night when we sleep. She's a goddess that we can actually meet in our dreams and talk to and find out what needs we have and how she can help us. What a wonderful goddess, and how can we evade a goddess like that? How can we not want to give her our blessings and our honour and our worship? I like her because she is down to earth. She is a goddess that you can relate to. She has had a marvellous existence. She has had 3 marriages. She is always busy, always on the go. She has to chase the day away, bringing in that darkness so that we can have respite at night. What an amazing goddess that is. And one that I don't think we should avoid. So okay, her colour is black, obviously. Stones could be obsidian or jet. Anything really that depicts the night. She also depicts silver because you have the moon in the sky. The moon is in the sky, so she also acknowledges that too. An amazing goddess. She is also a goddess that gives us encouragement and insight. For example, if you are getting a block in some way, in some form, say you are a writer and you've come before a mental block and cannot progress, she will help you by giving you insight, by giving you ideas. If you have something that's going on that is artistic or anything to do with the arts really, she will give you ideas and help you to clear that blockage, and it will come through in your dreams at night. Another reason to really enjoy working with her. How can you work with her, you might ask? Well, it's quite easy really. Night work, which would encourage you to do astral travelling, magic in your astral temples, being up late in the middle of the night to do healing spells or meditations to enhance your own magical abilities, even to sit up in the middle of the night and clean your altar using moon water. Now tonight is a full moon, and it is a glorious full moon. It is an amazing one out there tonight. And we can use that energy. We can call upon her to aid us in whatever is going on in our lives. If we have issues that we need to deal with, she will be there for us. And as you can see, I have many candles alight because light also comes within the darkness. And what I mean by that, guys, is that inner light, that inner knowing, the knowledge that we need is always there. Be she's part of the darkness doesn't make her any less light, and she will rest during the light and bring the darkness in. You have to have the two. Now her son Dag, from her 3rd marriage, he brings in the day and he sleeps at night. So you can see the difference. She brings in the night, he brings in the day. They are working together. They were both given a beautiful chariot by Odin, and so they can chase through the sky around the earth, and she'll always see him and he will always see her. They will have the dusk and the dawn to be together, but when she brings in the dark, in the night time, then he goes away, and again in the morning he will chase her away, and it is a never-ending circle. So really, why she is a lesser goddess, I don't know, because she's a very important one. Also, she brings in respite for us, because the body, the soul and the mind cannot exist without respite. In other words, we need to sleep and dream. It's healthy and it helps us heal. So she brings us not only that, she brings us the dream life, she brings us joy in that dream life, she brings us respite, she brings us healing and cleansing for our minds, bodies and souls. That's not bad, is it, for a goddess that is classed as a dark goddess? No, she's not. She is part Jotun, which makes her appearance dark. There's not a lot written about her apart from the fact that she was married 3 times, that she rode a steed, a black steed, and that as the morning come, the foam from the steed's mouth would become dew in the morning on the plants. Daughter of Norvi. She had 3 marriages. The first marriage was to a god. He was the god of prosperity, which is quite an amazing thing, really, isn't it? Who wouldn't want to be the god of prosperity? Everyone would want to be giving you offerings. So the second marriage was to a god called Anar. And then through that marriage there was a daughter, her only daughter. She was called Jord, and she was part giantess. And her third marriage was to a god called Delingra. And Odin took a shine to them, which is why he ended up giving them these beautiful carriages. And obviously her son was Dag. So you can see she had been very busy. Doesn't say why she had 3 marriages or why they didn't work or what happened. And the horse was called Hrimfaxi. I don't know if the pronunciation is correct, guys, but that is how it is spelt. Elves and everyone, they all had different names for her, and some thought of the darkness as a void and a place where you could disappear. She's known as the goddess of darkness, of midnight, of even of death. She was known in many ways. I like the term the goddess of midnight because it's very magical. She was a very magical being, and one that you can call upon as a witch, as a practitioner of the occult, as whatever path you are on. She is present when your energy is declining, especially during those hours where you're sleeping. You may receive messaging through dreams or through astral travel. Something that you can do before you go to bed is write down what it is you want to know, dream about it, and then in the morning, if you have had some sort of dream, you can write it down, and you'll be amazed over a few days how those will almost answer what it is you've been asking for. And again, this is the goddess Nott. Her symbols are books and writing implements, because she is a goddess that likes all the arts, the things that are creative in people. So she will aid you when you have blockages, because many writers get blockages. Many people that are creative in whatever way, be it art, music, anything really, you will receive blockages at some point, and she will come and she will aid you with those blockages, giving you insight to move you on. But you need to ask, because all you need to do, guys, is you just need to ask for her energy to help you in your plight. She will give it readily. She is a wonderful, nice, kind, loving goddess when you get to know her, for she brings us respite at night when we sleep. Those hours help our bodies to mend, to get physically strong, to give our brains a rest from the day, and our souls time to spread their wings and fly. So she brings us respite while we are going through our lives. She helps children to grow when they sleep. She helps older people to rest so that they have energy for the following day. She also brings rest at our final time. That is why they sometimes call her a goddess of death, for she brings the final rest to those that have died. And that rest is something that we can perceive as something positive. Even though we go on again and again, we still need that amount of time to rest. And she brings all that. She brings healing. I'm sure that when you're ill with a cold or flu or whatever, you need to rest and sleep for your body to get better the following day. So we can see that she brings through a lot for us, and yet she's a lesser goddess, one that's not used much, and I think that's a great shame, which is why I wanted to do this video for you guys, so that you can get insight into who she is and how you can perhaps work with her. It's night time and there's a full moon out there. Light helps us to see, obviously. It helps us to do things that we need to do, and she also likes the light. She knows the light. As she brings in her darkness, she sees the light, she pushes it. So she sees the sun, she sees soul, she sees her son, dark, and she's happy. She sees all the life, but she brings through the rest. And that's what we need in our lives. We couldn't have one without the other. And they also meet at dusk and dawn, so they do get to see each other. There's not a lot being wrote about her, and so there's not a lot more I can actually tell you about her. Nott. Oh, Goddess Nott. We call on you. We call on you. Great Goddess Nott, we come before you, for you to be present with us as you bring in the darkness, to let us see who you are and to be able to relate to you. For if we have need of anything, be it blockage, be it trouble, that we can come to you, Great Goddess Nott, and you will help us and aid us. We seek you to be with us this evening in the darkness and the full moon. We come before you, open-hearted and willing to receive. Can burn incense to her, and a good one would be dragon's blood, because it is a protection, and that's what she brings you at night, a protection. Sandalwood on the breath of the air of the night in the Middle East is renowned to bring her. Another good one to use, and beautifully does it smell. We can do a small path working now to bring you to see what it is she does, to see how you can be with her and get an idea of her energy. So if you'd like to take a seat and get comfortable and close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose, hold it for a few seconds and then out through your mouth. And as you do so, guys, feel yourself start to relax. And as that relaxing becomes more and more, you feel happy and warm, and you don't want to be anywhere other than here. And you know that you're safe and that nothing matters. You are at peace within. You find yourself outside your home, looking up into the sky. It is just about to become dusk, and you see a gold chariot in the sky and a beautiful lady sitting in the chariot, for Odin gave her this beautiful golden chariot, and also her son Dag. He also received from Odin a beautiful chariot too. She has her beautiful steed pulling the chariot, and they notice that you're standing there. It is getting a bit chilly. You put a cloak which is black and a hood that you put up which is also the same colour. You have a lantern with you because it is becoming a little bit more darker. You hold your arm up, the one holding the lantern, and you say, "Nott, goddess of darkness, of night, I beseech thee to let me find out more about you. Let me come with you this night. Let me meet you. Let me see you and talk to you." You wait and you hear this noise coming from the distance, and there in front of you is Nott with her horse and her beautiful chariot, shining bright. She is like a shadow, but beautiful. You can make out her features and her flowing dress and her cloak, all in a beautiful silk dark colour, black as the night. She looks at you and says, "You called me, child. What is it you wish to know?" You stand there for a moment and think, "I would love to spend this night with you and find out what it is you do. I would love to see you and know you and be able to give offerings to you. Oh, goddess of the night, of life and death. Oh, goddess of respite, goddess of sleep and dreams, goddess of the void. I ask that you let me spend time with you." At this she smiles and says, "Come, child, there's plenty of room on my chariot." And you get onto the chariot. She says, "Mind the step, for it is a big step and I would not like you to fall." You see inside the chariot it's a lot bigger than you think. There is beautiful velvet seating all around the edge, and in the middle is a beautiful throne in silver velvet, and she sits upon it and says, "Take a seat, child. What is it you want to know?" I said to her, you say to her, "Oh, great goddess, what is it you actually do?" At that she laughs. She says, "Child, I bring the darkness so that you may have respite at night and sleep. For if I didn't do this, you would find it hard to be able to rest. I also bring you healing for your body, and I also bring you knowledge that the day will follow. if you ask me, I will bring you healing and break any blockages that you may have. For that is what I am here for. My son brings in the day and I bring in the night. I love the moon. I love midnight especially, for it is halfway through for me of my working, and my magic is at its strongest at this time. You ask her, may I ride with you this night as you bring the night in? To which she says, of course, you may have this time with me, child. And she starts to ask the horse to move, and they go, and you hold on tightly, for they are going fast as the wind. And you notice that the knight is just on the edge of her chariot, and it is like she's pulling it, like a cape that flows behind her, only it's the darkness, and it is velvet, and in the middle of the darkness is the bright moon. You can see silver stars, and she just pulls it so quickly, so you can also see the light in front, and you can see in the distance another chariot which is going the opposite way, away from her. It is her son, Dag, god of the day, and he is taking his chariot the opposite way. So you say to her, do you ever meet him? As which she says, of course, child. I see him at dusk and I see him at dawn. He is my boy. He is the god of day and I am the goddess of night, but we do still see each other. I said, oh, that's lovely. I'm so pleased. At this point, you ask her, how can I meet with you at night in my dreams? How can I do magic at night in my dreams? And she looks at you, use your instinct, you use all the gifts that you have within, that you can go to sleep and ask the questions and receive answers. You can astral travel, you can bathe the night before in lavender and lilac, and you can drink chamomile tea before going to sleep. With that, you now know all the answers that you need to know, guys. And you say to her, I thank you, but before I go, not what offerings can I give to you in reverence for all you do? To which she replies, anything, mead, wine, nuts, breads, meats that are succulent and smell gorgeous. Anything like that is an offering for me, and I will accept them and also feed my steed, my wonderful horse. So now you know, guys, exactly what you need to be doing. And you say to her, why is it that you give us dreams? And she says to you, would it not be awful if you slept with nothing, with no hope, no healing, no love, no light? The dreams are your night life. Your day life is mundane. I give you abundance. I am a wise goddess, a goddess of wisdom, and I give it all to you. And with that, she says, it is time, child. You have seen and heard what I do. It is time for you to put it into practice. And with that, you bid her farewell. for she is a busy lady and needs time to move to finish her job for that night. And so you find yourself now, guys, back where you started, and you feel at peace and happy and content, and you now know what it is you need to do to meet with her again. And so you bid her hail and farewell. Hail and farewell, Nott, goddess of peace and tranquility and rest, for also your dying breath is also a form of rest, of night. And so she's there for you at your time of death. Isn't that wonderful that she can be there with you on your last breath? And so you find yourself back, guys, so open your eyes, wriggle your fingers and toes, and you're back. Please make sure you eat and drink something, because you need to ground. It's very important. And there we will leave it. I just want to thank any new subscribers. Thank you so much, really appreciate it. To those who've come back, thank you also. And to those that are always there for me, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I hope you're all well and everybody is happy. And so I'm going to say, wherever you are, whatever time of day, night or evening it may be, I wish you the best ever. House of Belang.